Thank you. Please do take your seats. Thank you very much, my fellow Lions. We are now going to proceed with the presentation of flags for our multiple district. We are going to begin with the flag of Seychelles carried by Maureen Kamau. Please give them a rousing welcome as they come into the hall. Give them a big hand. We can all stand up and clap for it. It's our Presiding Officer, Multiple Council Chairperson, Dr. Ravinda Matharu. Our Chief Guest, International Director, Engineer Dr. Ahmed Salem. Our guest of honor, representing the Vice President of Uganda, the Secretary General of NRM, Honorable Kasule Lumumba. The keynote speaker for the day, Country Director, World Food Program, Abdi Rahman. Our past international director and our endorsed candidate, and that of international for third vice international president, Dr. Manoj Shah. Our GAT area leader for Region E, Shazan Luhar. Our GAT specialist for Africa, all the way from the India office, Sunaina Mathani. District Governor-elect 411. Our multiple district Leo Chairperson, Leo Wilson. Our multiple district Leo Chairperson-elect, Nathaniel. The host of past council chairpersons, the host of past district governors, invited guests and sponsors of this convention, distinguished lions, Leos, ladies and gentlemen. Please note, and I would like to make a correction, the guest of honor is an honorable minister in general duties for the office of the Prime Minister. It's always good to get the titles right. I'm sorry about that. With that, I would now like to request the Multiple Council Chairperson, Dr. Ravinda Matharu, to call this Multiple District Convention to order.
My dear fellow lions, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure in making this meeting to order.
I would please request you all to be upstanding as I invite Lion Jesse Maguto to come and recite the invocation. Lord grant us serenity to accept things we cannot change, courage to change the things we can, and wisdom to know the difference. For what we are about to receive, may the Lord make us thankful and ever mindful of the needs of others. Amen. Thank you. Please to take your seats. To address you all, to welcome you to Entebbe and the country of Uganda, the Vice Council Chairperson and Chairperson of this convention, Engineer Dan Katalinga. Dan?
Thank you, Ladies and gentlemen, Chairperson of this convention, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to our 21st Multi-District 411 convention here in Entebbe at Imperial Resort Beach Hotel. We are delighted to have all of you here. I'm sure you're enjoying yourselves. That was our intention. Whatever is not going right, let us know. We correct it right away. Have fun, enjoy, and learn. Make friends, network, so that we make this day a fruitful one. Thank you very much.
I would now like to request the presiding officer, multiple council chairperson, Dr. Ravinda Mathalu, to come and deliver his address. You can clap for him.
We are members of Lions Club International. We have 1.4 million members throughout the world, and we are one of the largest service organization society in the world. We have members in 220 countries, and we serve with passion on 5 global causes, that is environment, hunger, cohesion, diabetes, pediatric cancer, and youth. This is our goal, and we strive on those goals, and we help the community of this world. Only 1 minute ago, 2 minutes of conversation with the Honorable Minister on the table outside, I had that feeling from her that she is very passionate of the less fortunate members of the society. She's passionate of looking at the humanitarian causes, what are happening all around the world, and in particular on this planet. She's also concerned about the global issues what are happening at the moment. Thank you very much for the support that you have. It is indeed great pleasure that you accepted our invitation, and I must say here that the Vice President could not come as she had been assigned for another duty by the President. And once again, thank you very much for being here with us. Multiple District 411 consists of Kenya, Uganda, Seychelles, Ethiopia, and Southern Sudan. We have a large membership, and our goal is the same, to serve the less fortunate of society. A lot of people mistake us as Rotarians. We are not. We are the Lions. And we serve. Wherever there is a need, we are there. And there is a lion, but we are there all the time to serve. Where there is need, there is a. All is well. Thank you. I am proud to say that Ugandan Lions contributed handsomely towards Lions Club International Foundation. For one member to become a Melvin Jones Fellow, it takes $1,000 to become an Melvin Jones Fellow. And I am proud to announce here that this year, under the leadership of Dr. Stanley, they have hit 70 Melvin Jones Fellows. And Madam, these 70 Melvin Jones Fellows contributed $70,000 both to International Lions Club Foundation, LCIF. And I'm happy to say that when money is needed by your country or our district or Lions in the district, it comes back. And I'm proud to say here today that Uganda got $1 million for the Karamoja Hunger Project. And $242,000 for the comprehensive eye project in West Nile. So basically, it's like this: give from one hand, get from the other hand. This is God's nature. You take money from your pockets, God will give you more. They say if you can give at least 10% of your income or your profit into some charitable institutions, tomorrow God is going to multiply by 100 times. This is the nature of life. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to take much of the time, but we have also got amongst us my very good friend, none other than our international president, international director, Okay, now we're there. I have also immense pleasure in welcoming our own chief guest for this convention with his lovely wife, Anand Samu. They have been here since the 24th of April and have been with us in all of the conventions, have been deliberating all the affairs we have. And I'm proud to say that we cherish your wisdom, we cherish your ideas, and we shall endeavor to fulfill wherever possible for our district. Nevertheless, both of them are not new to us, they are old friends to us. And as the minister said, there's plenty of water here now, they're going to send more water to Egypt now. So you will get more water. We have also carried out a number of activities when this was done. And they were very passionate, very good activities were carried out. Nevertheless, multiple Council 411 plays very integral part in between the three districts, 411A, 411C, and 411B. 411A is Kenya, Ethiopia, and Seychelles. 411C is Uganda. 411B, sorry, Tanzania. 411C is Uganda. Am I right? Yes. Now, are you awake? Right. I will repeat again. 411A is Kenya, Ethiopia, Seychelles, and Southern Sudan. 411B is Uganda. 411C is Tanzania. We are on one page. Keep of these. Well done. And I feel to say that the deliberations that last night yesterday concluded with the business session of the governor. And I congratulate all of them. They will work with, I'm sure they are working hard on their project, and they will do that for them. Seminars for 1.5 vision is that we want to grow members to 1.5 million by the year June 2027. The reason is the more hands we have, the more such activities we will do. And I'm sure that we will meet those targets from the international and have a very fruitful dynamism in this part of the world. Other than that, thank you very much for all your support, Landsman Alliance. Thank you very much for being so generous to your districts and to Lions Club International Foundation.
Thank you very much, multiple council chairperson. We are now going to have a performance by the Baraka Performance Group. Wow, and they look strong as well. Yes, give them a hand as they're coming in.
masanyukuka ayayayakona bonera ku ngoma ya buli ngoma eyo lwevuga buli lwevuga omanyirawo masanyukuka oluganda kuyiga nakatiwulira sewendikwa walikwa bene kibeera kikyamu okuwerera ibene tiwalikwa olikwa nawe bene ffe tutabalira kabakate tabalira paana genze kiyaga muzukulu wagabunga lotsairira lyo likola nsimi ebaokota ndasibula embasuubiza batege rediyo saako ne terefayina akasiza omwana agendera ddala okumiranga omwana mubonna yaŋŋambye asinga kusinga abalala okumira ku mwana oyo abatagenda essanyu linzita ono omwana kyankola kulira envumbe ayayaya seze kutuza empita etano era engoma ffe yetugata mu bange oengoma bonera ku ngoma ya feri buli ngoma eyo lwevuga buli lwevuga omanyirawo masanyukuka ayayaya bonera ku ngoma ya feri buli ngoma eyo lwevuga buli lwevuga omanyirawo masanyukuka munange mwana wange ogenda mutundu teryakukase kwatise tukakase ziri nsonga era n'otugamba yasinga okumanga ekigambo ekyo kyekikola buli nsonga n'okusomako si kibi kibuuka kipe bwe kikulembera obufumbo omwana w'omuwege kyokoze ndikinyumizaako nennamale kona nyenye ku masengere lino essanyu nkakasa lituse ne masengere bali obufumbo kirabo wulira kanyabo ddagala mundo zezengalo nawe ssebo labusitalo lwe musanyuka ene ona kuna munjoloba bonera ku ngoma ya feri buli ngoma eyo lwevuga buli lwevuga omanyirawo masanyukuka ayayaya bonera ku ngoma ya feri buli ngoma eyo lwevuga buli lwevuga omanyirawo masanyukuka engoma ezijukiza ssibu buli lwe yavuganga ng'akuyita alinawo kyagamba baana badde kusanga kimu oli bwakunyiza wakiri gwe gwona kukunyanga buli lwozinamu bwoti abadde n'obusungu tomanya gye kugenda omwana w'omuwegere kyokoze nditinyumizaako nennamale kona nyenye ku masengere lino essanyu nkakasa lituse ne masengere ayayaya omwana w'omuwegere kyokoze nditinyumizaako nennamale kona nyenye ku masengere lino essanyu nkakasa lituse ne masengere yalade engala bisijuwulira bonera ku ngoma ya feri buli ngoma eyo lwevuga buli lwevuga manyirawo kabaka mwali mukama kulemberanga omwana wange tewerabire wamu ennyumba n'abaana b'olizaala ennyumba eno nabo gye bakubiranga mukama kulemberanga omwana wange tewerabiranga omutanda n'abaana b'olizaala ennyumba eno nabo gye bakubiranga
Wow, wasn't that great? Please give them another big hand. That was a lot of exercise there. Excellent. Now I'm going to ask the next mover and shaker to come forth and address us. Our International Director, Engineer Dr. Ahmed Salem. Oh, that's not enough claps. We need a lot more claps than that after that music.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Our guest of honor, representative from the Vice President Office, Honorable Minister. Our guest, Mr. Abdul Rahman from World Food Program. Thank you for coming. Thank you for honoring our convention to see how the Lions of Uganda are performing, how they are united, how they are serving with joy and passion. Thank you for coming. I want to tell you something. Hanem and I was very pleased to have our dinner day before yesterday on Lake Victoria. This gives us a confidence. And if you write a message and put it in an empty bottle and throw it in the Nile, we will receive it in Egypt. This proves how we are connected. And as we discussed in the morning, send us more water to Egypt. Dear fellow Lions of multi-district 411, District 411B, I stand before you today with a deep sense of pride and admiration for the incredible work each and every one of you has done in service to our communities. As we gather here, let us not forget the power we hold as Lions in shaping the future of Lionism in Africa and worldwide. This convention serves as a significant gathering for Lions from various districts. I encourage you to take full advantage of the convention's program, which should be filled with engaging discussions and inspiring keynote addresses. I am very pleased that I saw in the last 3 days, or 2 days and today, how the Lions in Uganda are performing. I visited some projects and attended a lot of meetings, and I have a lot of speeches. You are great Lions. You are great people, and this is the first time for Hanem and I to be here in Uganda. And I promise you, it will not be the last. And I am inviting all of you to Egypt. Just honor us with your visit. I thank you so much and wish you all the best, and God bless you all. Thank you.
We would now like our MCC, Dr. Ravinda Matharu, to make a small presentation of a gift to our international director. Is Charity here? Charity? Thank you very much. We can have a little bit of music as well. Thank you very much, Dr. Salem, for being here with us. Thank you very much, fellow delegates. We are now going to have a keynote address by the representative of the World Food Programme. Abdi Rahman Megag will come forth and present from the World Food Programme. No. We must have a louder clap than that. We have very many more lions here.
Thank you. Good afternoon, representative of the Vice President, Honorable Minister for General Duties, Kasula Lumumba, the presiding officer and council chair, Dr. Matharu, the convention and chairperson, Engineer Dr. Naturinda, international director, Dr. Engineer Ahmed Salim, dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol is observed. Thank you for inviting me to your convention and allowing me to discuss with you a critical topic, fighting hunger in the 21st century, a collective responsibility. According to the latest general report on food crisis, this Wednesday, 24 April, nearly 282 million people in 59 countries experienced high levels of acute hunger in 2023, a worldwide increase of 24 million from the previous year. For 4 consecutive years, the proportion of people facing food acute insecurity has remained persistently high. Intensified conflict and insecurity, the impacts of economic shocks, the effects of extreme weather events are continuing to drive acute food insecurity. In East Africa, good rain is following the historic 5-season drought in the region, brought improved pasture, better harvests, and improved livelihoods. However, this improvement does not mean people are safe. High needs persist. The next shock can tip them back into the crisis. We must redouble our efforts to reduce the likelihood of them returning to the peaks of the past. Dear Lioness, the reality is that climate change continues to wreak havoc in Eastern Africa, a region with minimal emissions, yet which bears the brunt of the global climate emergency. Hunger is fueled by a toxic mix of climate change, armed conflict, and a global economic crisis that has exacerbated poverty and inequality, exhausting the ability of many families and communities to cope. The global food system, responsible for feeding billions of people, is under increased strain due to structural weaknesses, repeated shocks, and unsustainable use of the planet's resources. Nobody on earth should go hungry. We cannot wait for another famine declaration before we take action. The challenge is monumental, but the good news is that we can turn this devastating trend around. In the 21st century, famine must be a red line for the world. The red line where we come together and act. Sadly, today the humanitarian sector is one of the world's biggest growth industries. While life-saving assistance is crucial, it is equally imperative to prepare and build resilience, to break out the vicious cycle of crisis and response. We're also conscious the extreme poverty and deprivation on a large scale is bound to generate social and political tensions. It is therefore in everyone's interest, rich and poor alike, to see faster progress in the fight against hunger and poverty. Dear Lioness, clearly it is not doom and gloom. Innovative approaches and exciting new partnerships are happening. Key is that we have the scope and the capacity to implement these programs. Affected people and communities, when empowered with the right tools and knowledge, are innovating in the faces of disasters, but they need support. More financing must be directed to communities and countries for initiatives such as disaster preparedness and anticipatory action, as well as supporting smallholder farmers to shield those most exposed to climate shocks. The climate does not have to be a hunger crisis. We need to address the root causes of hunger by multi-year, long-term projects that shield communities from the impacts of the climate crisis. First and foremost, we need to invest in climate adaptation as well as mitigation to help communities withstand the worst impacts of the climate crisis. Secondly, we must address persistent poverty and inequality both within and between our countries. Our attention should extend to the global financial architect, described by the United Nations Secretary General as outdated. It must be reformed. External debt levels among low-income countries have more than doubled in the last decade. Some countries pay more to service public debt than for their education and healthcare systems. It is urgent to reform the global financial system and enable sustainable debt restructuring. Thirdly, as presented in the Global Report on Food Crisis, conflict and insecurity remain key drivers of hunger. Peace building must become an integral part of the long-term food system's transformation. Without this, people will continue to face a lifetime of hunger. If we are serious about ending hunger, we must double our efforts to prevent, reduce, and end conflicts. Lastly, we need to shift the way we work by investing in local actors and putting women and girls front and center of the response. They are the ones doing the bulk of the agricultural work and putting food on the table. Yet, they are often excluded from ownership of land or access to credit and productive assets. Bridging the gender gap in agriculture would benefit not only women, but their families, communities, and countries. I am pleased to announce today, dear Lioness, that the Lioness Club International Foundation and the United Nations World Food Programme in Uganda have concluded a new partnership for the provision of school meals to over 216,000 children in Karamoja region in northeastern Uganda. For our friends not familiar with Uganda, Karamoja has the highest rates of food insecurity and malnutrition in the country. These hardships often compel parents in Karamoja to pull their children, and particularly elder girls, out of school. With this contribution from Lioness Club International Foundation to WFP, we will procure and distribute food to 315 schools sourced in Uganda from smallholder farmers, contributing to stimulating the local economy, particularly in Karamoja. That means that the money that we get from Lions Club, we will buy from the smallholder farmers, Karamojanis, and we will put that food back to the school feeding program. So it will have a double effect for the farmers who will benefit, as well as for the children who will learn in schools. We have witnessed it, children who have benefited from school meals program, who became senior government officials, doctors, and entrepreneurs. I even know some of the lions coming from Karamoja themselves who can tell you about the importance of a school feeding program in supporting to pursue their education. School meals generate a lasting impact. It is a gateway to a better, healthier, and more prosperous future. Global evidence shows that a daily school meal provides a strong incentive for poor families to send their children to school and keep them there. It shows children to focus on their studies. It also helps to increase school enrollment and decrease dropout rates. We are extremely grateful for the contribution of the Lions Club International Foundation, supporting our efforts to provide school meals in Uganda. Please join me in appreciating this new partnership. We want to encourage a similar partnership between United Nations World Food Program in other countries of the region. So we want to see that example between Uganda and the Lions Club Foundation replicated in Kenya, in Tanzania, and in South Sudan, else. Dear Lions, we're now living with a series of concurrent and long-term crises that will continue to fuel global humanitarian needs. But this does not mean we are powerless to end this human suffering. And history tells us that we will have a fundamental role to play, a collective responsibility. We need political, religious, and business leaders help to develop the smart innovations and solutions required to build resilience and tackle the root causes of hunger and poverty, so we can reduce humanitarian needs over the long terms. Everyone benefits from this approach. Reducing poverty and hunger is necessary. The road ahead is long and the challenges are daunting, but we still have the opportunity to halt the relentless drought in global humanitarian. The good news is that we have the skills to make farming a thing of the past, but past strategies won't work. It is critical to transform global strategies. With determination, innovation, and above all, cross-sectoral collaboration, we can successfully navigate our way through this new and challenging landscape and bring new hope to vulnerable communities in Uganda, Africa, and the world. With those remarks, I'm really delighted to be part today. I enjoyed the warm reception, the dance and fraternity among the Lions Club. Thank you very much for inviting World Food Program.
Thank you very much. It is now my pleasure to have our Vice Municipal Council Chairperson, Engineer Dans Natalinda, to present a small token from the Convention Committee for that wonderful address that you have given to us. Now, the moment that we have all been waiting for, the address and official opening of the Multiple District 411 Convention here in Entebbe, Uganda. I would now like to invite the Honorable Minister for General Duties of the Office of Prime Minister, Honorable Kasule Lumumba, to please come forward for her address and official opening of this convention. And before she comes, she will be formally introduced.
Presiding officer, protocol as already established. The person I'm going to introduce was born in eastern Uganda in a remote village at the shores of Lake Victoria. She was born a few years ago in 1972. And like most of us in this room, she completed the primary living cycle or an A level and went to the university, the famous University Makerere. She holds a Bachelor of Education, a Master's in International Relations and Diplomacy. She has various diplomas in the following fields: strategic thinking, education, community mobilization, and empowerment, plus several other certificates. She is a teacher by profession, and you all know how noble that profession is. She served as education officer in the inspectorate department. When she worked as a teacher for some time, she decided to go political. She is a woman member of parliament. She worked as a parliamentary commissioner in the Parliament of Uganda. She was a minister of urban development and planning in the Ministry of Lands. She served as a government chief whip in parliament. And the famous one you know, Secretary General of the Mighty Party, the National Resistance Movement. For the last 2 elections, when she was a Secretary General, parliamentary, presidential, LOC1 general election, NRM1, from president to LOC1. We give her a round of applause for that. Currently, she is a minister, general duties, Office of the Prime Minister in the Republic of Uganda. May I ask all of us to be upstanding, put our hands together to welcome our guest of honor for the 21st Multiple District Convention, the Honorable Kasule Justin Lumumba.
Thank you so much. Please take your seats. I want to thank you, Honorable Christine Apul Amongi, who I was privileged to serve with her. When she was a minister, I was a backbencher, became her government chief whip, and we've been together serving, and now she's serving us in an area which we treasure so much, that is land. She's the member of the Uganda Land Commission. So she's responsible for land in this country with a team to make sure that we don't get any other war in this country, because land is so precious Everything in the world is coming now around land, especially on the African continent. The minerals are in land. We must get food on land. And we must live on land. We cannot sleep in the air. Everything is about land. Very precious. Conventional guest, International Director, Dr. Engineer Ahmed Salim and the spouse. Past International Third VP candidate, Dr. Manoj Saha and the spouse. Multiple District Council Chairperson, Dr. Ravinder Singh Matharu. Keynote Speaker, Mr. May Gay Abdurrahim. Conventional Chairperson, Engineer Dens Naturinda. District Governors, Leos, our daughters and sons who have been entertaining us here, and in a special way, the Prisons Band. All invited guests and the media. On behalf of the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Vice President of Uganda, Her Excellency Major Retired Jessica Epere Rose Alupo, and on behalf of the government and the people of Uganda, I welcome you to Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. A country endowed with a diversity of natural beauty. Just look outside and see darkness is coming in at this time at 1 o'clock in Africa, which is not so common, because somebody stood here and requested for more rain. God has responded and is giving us more rain so that we can release more to Egypt. God has given a response. I also want to say that most of the times, you don't have to ask us for water. What we have to do is to keep this country, to keep this part of the world very healthy and natural. You'll get enough water. Whether Egypt, whether Sudan, you'll get enough water. Do you know why? Actually, you actually help us. Sometimes it's too much that we have to make sure you serve us better by accepting more water from us so that we have peace in our homes. Her Excellency Alupo Jessica received your invitation. She was very happy and very ready to come and interact with you as a team, representing the many people you've left outside there in different parts of the world who serve humanity. But she was not able to make it, but decided to send me to come here to represent her. So I'm here to represent her. I take this opportunity to salute Lions Clubs International Association for the invaluable services to humanity. The global causes that you serve, including hunger, youth issues, women issues, environmental and climate change issues, disaster and relief, childhood cancers, diabetes, all crowned in humanitarian aid that makes you touch the lives of millions of people across the globe. What I want to say now, you are one people who already saw this much earlier, that we live one life. That's why you go to touch the lives of many. But we live our lives, we live one life in an environment called the earth. You bring in the environmental issues to preserve and conserve the one planet we have called the earth, where we must all live. Even if technology takes us to other parts, nothing is better than earth. But you help us guard it jealously, because we have one earth, which was passed to us, but which we must also pass to those to come. So your efforts make us fit in the slogan that we must leave this earth better for those to come in the future. And those are our children and grandchildren. So it's a chain. When it's our turn, what are we living? How are we living the earth? Are we living when we no longer have water to send to Egypt? What will happen to our brothers and sisters? Did they choose to be born in that part of the world? Did we choose to be given the responsibility as Uganda to be the ones sending water to our brothers and sisters? We have no option but to make it better. Your interventions are helping to change lives and making the world a better place, putting a smile on the faces of millions of people in desperation and giving hope to those whose hope has waned. I applaud all of you for taking time to attend this convention with a lot of energy and vigor that I've really witnessed today. I hope that through this experience of mutual learning, interactions, and networking, you will appreciate many things, including the diversity of heritage, culture, and how as nations of the world we can harness unity of purpose in diversity. No government can offer 100% service, but you come in to fill up gaps touching people's hearts. As government of Uganda, we remain committed to offer a conducive environment so that you also, as Lions, can come to serve and fill up gaps where we have not been able to reach out to everybody. I also want to thank you in a special way when you fit in the slogan of the SDGs, serving the farthest first, by coming in with a program for which we have been informed, and I was also already aware because I'm from the office of the Prime Minister, where the Ministry for Karamoja Affairs is domiciled. So you are going to reach out to the farthest, fitting into the SDG slogan, serving the farthest first, leaving nobody behind, by this program of Karamoja, getting to the children, the 216,000 children as they've announced here. I'm here to say thank you. But also having a program in West Nile and specifically looking at their eyes. You know, when you have eyes, you can command. But when you don't have eyes, it becomes so difficult. So, when you help us, like you have always done, you are helping us as government, but also helping us as humanity and at an individual level. Thank you. I encourage you to keep up with the spirit of volunteerism and the core values of Lionism as you consolidate the gains made over the years and continue to change the lives of our people here in Uganda and beyond. Let this convention be a platform for fostering the spirit of collaboration and expanding the frontiers of volunteerism in the whole of Africa and the world. I appeal to all of us, stand together hand in hand as we work towards a nation where everyone has the opportunity to fulfill her potential and make a mark in the world. I want to take this opportunity to wish Dr. Manoj Shah success when we are going to take on as Africa in Melbourne, to make sure we win and bring in this club an African to take it to that level, to occupy space on our behalf and serve humanity. Keep our flag high. I pray to the Almighty God, and the Almighty God will go through the voters and make sure he wins and we jubilate. I wish you a successful and memorable multiple district convention. On behalf of Her Excellency Jessica Rose Epel Alupo, I want to take this opportunity to officially open the Lions International 21st MD 411 Convention 2024. And with a special theme, a better 21st century for God and my country.
Wow, wasn't that a great speech? Please give her a big hand. And while she's still there, I would like our international director to please make a presentation to her on behalf. No, she's going to officially open it now. Here we go. Here we go. Hey! I will now ask International Director to present to our guest of honor a small gift from the Convention Committee. First, let him make a presentation, then I'll let you go. Thank you very much. Please do take your seats once again. I am going to invite Convention Chairperson, Engineer Dans Natulinda, to make a few presentations.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies, Presiding Officer, and all the dignitaries in the House. We have a small token we want to share with our guests. This is a compilation of some of the things Lions do for the record. It's our convention magazine. It has a summary of the projects that have been summarized all over the multiple district, and we thought our guests should go with a copy so that in their free time they can see what we're actually doing. So for our guest of honor, representing the Vice President, will give you two so that you keep with one and pass on the other one. And I request our past International Director to hand them over. And also a copy for our keynote speaker. For this convention, we are supported by many organizations. We have tried to display them there so that you can see, but we also thought that we, at least for now, we pick the biggest. Our biggest supporter for this function was the Spear Group of Companies of Professor Gordon Wavamno, and also want to give you a token of this magazine which shows what we are doing so that you know that your sponsorship was for a good cause. I also request the International Director, past International Director, to do the honors.
Thank you very much. Now I'm going to make a few announcements. Because I gave you a nice cup of tea in the morning, lunch is going to be slightly delayed, so we're going to continue with the next session after this session. So please don't disappear. However, before we adjourn the first session, the chief guest and our guest speaker will be leaving the hall. But before they go, I would like to request them to come forward with the multiple council chairperson in front of the stage with our international director, past international director in Ndosi, our council chair, vice convention chairperson, to please come forth. There are some gifts, some plaques to be presented to our dignitaries. We will start first with the Honorable Minister. GAT leader, you may also join them, please. Okay, the next one, the next presentation is for the World Food Program. And the final presentation is for our international director, all the way from Egypt. This presentation to be made by Dance Naturinda. Thank you very much. Our chief guests are now going to be leaving the hall. Please give them a rousing welcome, and then I will call back the multiple council chairperson and we will continue with the session. Some music, please, DJ.
Out of blood and fire grows freedom. The eyes of the world are watching. Oh, Soweto, our hearts are with you. Say no to apartheid, say no. So you covered with the mud of oppression, but soon you'll be bathing in glory. Oh, Soweto, the world is watching. Say no to apartheid, say no. Soweto, Soweto, Soweto. Ah, say no to apartheid, say no. They're putting all the kids them in a detention. Them burning all the villages with no conscience at all. Them ban foreign press, we now get the right news loud. Say no to apartheid, say no. Mandela is leading the struggle. Oh, Soweto, the world is watching. Say no to apartheid, say no. Changing times are coming.
Okay, thank you very much, DJ. Please do take your seats. Take a seat. Alone at the moment. May I ask the chairperson of the next session District Governor Stanley, please come and take your seat. The band is now going to leave. They're going to play their final. Gani. You can sing along.
Well done. They are the Prisons Jazz Band. They play for national and private functions.
Prisons Jazz Band.
Prisons Jazz Band. And they can contact Prison Officer Robert Nanura.
Wow, wasn't that great? That is the Prison Jazz Band. Please give them another big hand. They've been here all morning with us. If you require them in any of your functions, please contact Robert Munanura, past District Past Council Chairperson. I'm sure that he will be able to sort you out with them. Gentlemen and ladies, thank you very much. You have made it very lively. We do appreciate. We are now come to the end of the first session. I have been your Director of Ceremonies. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Past Council Chairperson Rajinder Pape Sembi, and now I am now going to take my seat and hand over the mic to First Vice District Governor-elect Manish Chavda. Manish, pleasure to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. You had a great time? Sure? Once again, please give a big round of applause to the National Jazz Band. Thank you, Robert, for that nice band. And he said that even if there are private weddings, they'll be more than happy to play for you. All right. Someone in the morning was asking me that, Manish, have you got your voice back? And I told them, yes, this convention, my voice is okay. So be assured that we are together to this session. All the way, all the way. Thank you, Director of Ceremonies, Council Chair, Past Council Chair Rajinder Pape. Right. At this point in time, I request District Governor
Dr. Stanley Bubukire, District Governor for 411B, to call this business session meeting to order.
Good afternoon, Lions, in your respective capacities.
Good afternoon.
This session is business session now. I hereby announce that it is called to order for further discussions and with
Thank you, District Governor. The next program to be followed is a very somber program. It's a ceremony that touches the hearts of all the Lions in a multiple district. And that is the necrology ceremony. It is this ceremony that we really remember those who are not amongst us today, those whom we had met before when they were alive, when they were with us, having a meal with us. But today we remember them and we pray to the Almighty to rest their souls wherever they are. So at this juncture, I will request you all to be very silent. Keep your mobile phones also on silent. And let us give our respect to those who are not with us. I request the necrology team to please assist with this ceremony. Thank you.
Good afternoon, fellow Lions, Leos, and our guests. Hotel staff, please help us switch off the lights. The presiding officer, distinguished Lions, Leos, ladies and gentlemen, here in this quiet place, we gather today to remember and honor the departed members of Multiple District 411, individuals whose unwavering commitment to service has left an indelible mark on our hearts and our community. It is therefore most fitting that we meet once again in Entebbe to bid them farewell.
Although they have passed on, their memories forever stays. remember how they smiled and the joy they always gave. We'll miss them all the time and think of them every day. Their love filled the world, a love that will never fade.
In their selfless endeavors, these remarkable souls embodied the spirit of humanitarianism that defines the Lions Club. Through countless hours of volunteer work, they dedicated themselves to improving the lives of those less fortunate, always putting the needs of others before their own.
Their legacy is woven into the fabric of our community, evident in the positive impact they've had on countless lives. Whether it was organizing fundraisers, participating in community outreach programs, or simply offering a comforting presence, these departed lions were beacons of compassion and kindness.
As we mourn their physical absence, let us celebrate the lives they led and the enduring legacy they leave behind. May we draw inspiration from their example, remembering that service to others is the highest calling one can answer.
Though they may no longer walk among us, the spirit of Lions Club lives on through the seeds of goodwill they planted. Let us carry their torch forward, continuing the noble work they started, ensuring that their contributions to humanity are never forgotten.
In their memory, let us find solace in the knowledge that the impact of their service will continue to ripple through our community, reminding us that a life dedicated to helping others is a life well lived. We shared sad moments and rejoiced together with the following lions, but they have departed from us. It is very sad.
In loving memory of Lion Ronald Busisa, born on 16th of September 1986, passed on 13th September 2023 from the Lions Club of Jinja.
In loving memory of Lion Dr. Max Ajanga, born on the 17th of March 1966 and left us on the 29th of February 2024 and was a member of Lions Club of SETA.
In loving memory of Lion Dr. Samuel Biraro, born on the 9th of October 1940, died on the 13th of January 2024 from the Lions Club of Shema Specialty.
In loving memory of Lion Dr. Samuel Guma Rakasisi, born on 2nd March 1974, and he left us on 8th of December 2023. He was a member of Lions Club of Kampala Host.
loving memory of Lion Said Nazim Raza, born on the 17th of September 1976, died on the 23rd of August 2023 from the Lions Club of Dar es Salaam Sky.
In loving memory of Lion Taza Hamid Ajangi, born on the 26th of August 1985, and he left us on the 7th of October 2023. He was a member of Lions Club of Dar es Salaam. In loving memory of Lion Nahashon Wachira Chanya, October 2020, the member of Lions Club of Nairobi Host. In loving memory of Lion Haji Gule Musa Nuru, born in 1967 and left us in 2023. He was a member of Lions Club of Yumbe.
In loving memory of Lion Prim Shama, born 1959, September 2023. God died. I beg your pardon. Lion Prim Shama, born in 1959. He passed on in September 2023 from the Lions Club of Nairobi, Rwanda.
In loving memory of Lion Pyunshi Piapichundra Modi, born in 1974, and he left us in September 2023. He was a member of Lions Club of Nairobi, Embakasi.
In loving memory of Lion Professor Justin Opio Epelu, died on the 15th of April 2024. He was from the Lions Club of Kampala Central.
Thank you, Lord, for the gift of life for the departed lions and for what they did during their time here on earth when they served humanity. May they rest in eternal peace, their legacy forever engraved in the collective heart of our community. And we all say, Amen.
Can I request the hotel staff to please switch on the lights? Hotel staff, if you are here, we request you to please switch on the lights. Staff ya hoteli, naomba mwashe hiyo umeme, steamer. Yeah, you see now someone told me, we don't understand Kiswahili. I tell you, you understand. Yeah? Once again, may the Almighty Lord rest the souls of the departed in eternal peace. What we say, Amen. Thank you so much for that ceremony, Lion Jane Katate and Lion Valeria Mesigwa. I would now request IPCC Lion Robert Munanura to please make the presentation adoption of rules of order and procedure.
Thank you. Presiding officer, I'd like to make the presentation for the rules of procedure for this convention. But in the interest of time, I want to believe that all of us, because we have duly registered, have the program booklets. Those who have say aye to the contrary nay. Since you have them and you can all read English, please stand at the end. If you have not read them now. And I would like to save time by saying, presiding officer, I present these rules of procedure for adoption.
Thank you very much. Our multiple council chair passed. And you know that is his methodology. The rules of procedure are tabled before you. Do you adopt them? It is unanimous. Thank you.
The ayes have it.
Thank you, Past Council Robert. Friends, I've just been informed that in the just recent ended ceremony, there is one charter member of Lions Club of Addis Ababa host, and the first Lion member of a Lions Club, the first Lion member of a Lions Club in Ethiopia. His name is Lion Wahab Caribbean, and unfortunately we did not have his picture here, but we also has gone to the ground Lord, to the Lord above. So we pray for his soul, and may the Almighty Lord once again rest his soul in eternal peace. Amen. Thank you. May I ask Past Council Chair, Dr. Samson Degwa, to please make a report and presentation of any proposed amendments to the Multiple District 411 Constitution and bylaws and board policy.
Presiding officer, fellow Lions, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Mine is a brief report. Presiding officer is to give report on constitutional bylaws. Only to say that we have done substantive work in amending our policy manual, or MD 411 policy manual. We've actually already done the amendments in the main document, but we were in the process of doing the printing, and I take full responsibility on that. We realized there are so many errors, and the decision of the committee is, instead of giving a document in errors, let's review it again so that the final document will be circulated. Number one. Number two, we proposed that we amend our policy manual on the item on elections of the multiple council chair. This document was circulated, but I learned reliably so that I think in this era of technology, something must have gone amiss, and I was told it was not received by many people. But in conformity with our rules, this August gathering is empowered by a 2/3 majority to approve any motion that has not conformed to the rules. And this motion is a very simple motion, simple but quite involving, in the sense that we would like to delete the word fully fledged on the proposals on the election of multiple council. Where I say it sounds a minor amendment, but it's an amendment with a lot of strength in its amendment. So what we are saying is that when you remove those two words, fully fledged, before the word district, would mean that all the districts in the multiple, including A, B, and C, would be able to propose a candidate for the position of multiple council. So, presiding officer, I ask you to put this to the vote. If the members agree that we can discuss it, then we will discuss it, and then we will amend the policy manual. We're actually amending the policy manual to allow all the districts to be eligible to propose an officer to the position of multiple council chair. Over to you, Presiding Officer.
Thank you very much, PCC Mzee Samson Dekwa. For purposes of emphasis, I want all the lands here present to know that for some time now, our brothers and sisters from District 411C were unable to present a candidate for the post of multiple council chair. But what Mzee Samson is presenting on behalf of his committee is that we remove those words, and the impact is that it would enable our brothers and sisters in Tanzania also to present if they so wish. Otherwise, it has been 411B and 411A. So this is what is on the table. Do we receive Mzee Samson's proposal for discussion? I want by show of hands Swamman to, yes, thank you very much. And it has been seconded. So it is now on the table for discussion. Any proposals? It was loud and clear.
Just to clarify, what we have voted for is that the motion is brought before this gathering. Now, what we have to vote for is whether we accept that amendment. Over to you, Presiding Officer.
Thank you. There is a hand. There is a hand up there. Can someone take a mic? Yes, come in front. But if you get a mic, you can talk from where you are. Your name and your club. Name.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I'm Lion Julius Tumuhimbise from Lions Club of Kampala Central. And my position on that resolution is that as a multiple district, we should challenge our brothers to get more members, because the challenge is about 700 members and they become a full-fledged district. So we don't need to change the district rules, the multiple district rules, to tolerate a bit of mediocrity. So I request we challenge Tanzania to work harder, they get members. We started with them as Uganda, we are 2,000. Why can't they make them 1,000 and they are a full-fledged district? I propose we keep the full-fledged statement. Thank you.
There's a member here.
That is Julius, then PCC Veni.
Presiding officer, what he suggests may carry some weight if all the facts on the ground are known to the previous speaker. And for all of us, those of us who know the facts on the ground and who in the multiple council found merit in it, I would like to propose that we leave those two words.
Thank you, PCC Benny. There is another hand in the middle there, then another one there. I think that is a hand. There, no, there first. There, in the middle. There, no. Stand up, stand up. And the other one can also come. I see two hands. You can come closer, then we shall end up with BD.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Bernard Musengu is the MJF from Banana Central. I wish to know the facts that the past district governor in Kumanya is talking about. Otherwise, I want to imagine that the majority of us will not know those facts.
Presiding officer, allow me to present the facts. By the international constitution, even if a district is not a fully fledged district, it is allowed that they can present a candidate for the post of chair for the multiple council. Our policy manual, when it was made, had not synchronized that fact. And possibly that fact came in after our policy manual. And so we are only trying to be legal. And I'd like to discourage the use of such words like mediocrity, because even 10 persons can serve excellently compared to 20. And so these are the facts that we are bringing to the fore, and your leaders have already discussed them, and they know why the committee actually is proposing that. And so let's be clear so that we can discuss this matter in full knowledge of what is on the ground.
Thank you very much, PCC Benny. The other two hands come closer here. I have been calling you. As you are coming, I think give him the floor. No, he has hand is up. No, his point has been made clear, I think, by Ryan. There are two hands, be clear. Now we have 5 minutes to present the proposal. But I think, like Bernard, you have heard loud and clear that we are trying to be legal and be in line with the Constitution.
Presiding officer, lives is voluntary, regardless of the numbers. And in lives, we talk of membership motivation, membership satisfaction. Even though Tanzania has less numbers, we have lives there. And they have a right to have equal share of the opportunities in lives. I therefore don't see why they are locked out. They have a right as lives. They are not going to go to house. Let us have this now. I submit.
Presiding officer. Morning. Okay, just to get few facts to this motion. First, we also need to ask ourselves, how long did it take Africa to become a constitutional area leader? In Africa took 9 to 12 years to become a constitutional area leader. I've never seen international telling Africa, because you're not able to bring the numbers, then you don't need to have an international director. What it tries, international association, what it tries to promote is fairness, justice, equity. And we are all humanitarian service organizations. So there is nothing about we should not, again, as my brother Benny said, that we should stop using the word mediocrity. District 411C, though we have very few members, but we work very good. And by allowing seat in a multiple council, you are actually uplifting District 411C to have a fair share in a multiple district. Because my friend Manish, last year, he hosted this convention. And I'm sure that convention was no less than what is today, what we are witnessing. So where has District 411C gone wrong? And even when you are putting the papers for the governorship, whilst we have a multiple district policy manual, but we still fall back to the international constitution, which gives a very basic criteria. That if a member is a member in good standing, A, B, C, I can't recall, but gives a very basic criteria that someone, any member can qualify to even become a district governor as well. So, as my brother when he said, we should align ourselves to international constitution because we abide by these principles. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Immediate past district governor 411C. I worked in an area which talks and promotes the word affirmative action. And I think that's what Mr. Asir was mainly talking about. Affirmative action is actually helping those who are uplifting, those who may be disadvantaged for one reason or the other. And that is what he was promoting. And I would like to ask the multiple council also to make his submission.
My dear fellow Lions, as Mustafi said, that we are Lions of the same institution. The convention in Orissa was carried out in a very diligent manner, the same as this one has been there today. We are not there to discourage people, we are not there to discourage hearts of Lionism, we are there to grow them further up. So my proposal is that let's give them a seat as a proposal to be carried forward so they can have a multiple council chairperson in the ensuing year. This is my proposal, if it can be agreed.
Thank you. Any other submission? Any other? I see that from there. I'd like now to ask my dear brother, I am saying that you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. As far as I know, the international constitution supersedes all other constitutions that are there. So as far as we are discussing this here, we are discussing, in my opinion, a non-issue. This international constitution does not use the word fully fledged. So basically, I think what we should be putting forward to the floor of the House is that we need to realign our constitution with that of the international constitution, and Tanzania should get their right through that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. With the guidance from some of those, the last 2 or 3 submissions, now the floor. I put a question to you. By removing those 2 words from our policy manual, since we are being actually advised that it is trying to realign ourselves with our international constitution, and if we are believers in constitutionalism, those who think that we should actually remain aligned to the constitution and therefore remove the 2 words and therefore take Mzee Samson's proposal forward, which will enable our brothers and sisters from Tanzania to make a submission. I would like all those who agree with that stand, say yes. Yes. And I would like to, okay, you can have your seats. I'd like to ask those who are on the contrary to say no. The yes is high.
Thank you, Presiding Officer.
Thank you all. Kampala Central away. Yes. Yeah, we need someone for us Tanzanians. Sorry, I'm speaking from the podium, though I'm the masters or directors of ceremonies. Tanzania. You see how hard these people are working for us. So we must be ready for our district 411C to grow, isn't it? Yeah. So thank you, Kampala Central, for igniting us. Yes, you are our brothers and sisters. And we get our motivations from clubs like yours that, you know, you are pointing us, guys, wake up. And we need to wake up. So thank you for that. Yes, thank you. Asante. You know, if you want to clap, clap with your heart. Otherwise, it's okay. Asante Nisana. Thank you once again. May I now call upon past District Governor, Lion John Bosco Ntangare, to present the multiple districts account for 411.
And Presiding Officer, good afternoon to you all. This afternoon, I'm not going to present figures. I will do some storytelling of what we've done this line is here. The council met on Thursday, 25th of April, and reviewed the accounts for the multiple districts. We maintain 2 accounts, a Kenyan shillings and a US dollar account in I&M Bank in Kenya. We also have a fixed deposit with Ryan's Site First Hospital in Kenya. That I'm not giving the figures, but we have a fixed deposit. And I want to assure you that all the districts have paid their dues. Please clap for that. Now, if there is a club that has not paid, that means they have starved the district of funds, because the district has paid the multiple district fully. We have received grants for the Regional Alliance Leadership Institute, the training of vice district governors, the training of zone chairpersons. We also have a grant for the Rio conference, which they held on Thursday, which has been approved, and they will submit the accountability and will receive a reimbursement. The multiple district has facilitated training of lions and leaders. These institutes include the Regional Lions Leadership Institute, the training of vice district governors, the self-sponsored FDI, the zone chairpersons, and the RIOs which I have mentioned. We have also supported the council chairperson to attend the Global Action Team training that was held in Dar es Salaam in September, and also to attend the Africa Forum in Accra, Ghana, and also to attend this convention. We supported, we facilitated the MD Rio president to give him the international exposure, and he attended Africa Forum in Accra, where he met the Rios of Africa. I think we should care for that. The figures will be presented at a later time. We have one unreconciled figure for the training, and once it is done, we shall do that. We shall share the accounts. The council has approved a change of signatories for our accounts held in Nairobi, which I mentioned, and the council has also agreed to develop rules of audit for MD 411. Line Presiding Officer, I submit the report.
Thank you very much. Line JB, I put the question now to the audience that will receive this report for comments. Let's first receive it. We receive it? I think there are so many, including me. Yes. So any comments, or we adopt it as it is? I am hearing a lot of voices that we adopt. Those who are in support of adopting say yes. Those on the contrary say no. The no's are few, but they were trying to be very high tone. I think the yeses have it. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, PDG Ntangare, for the presentation. May I once again call upon PDG Lion Bosco to present a report of the Multiple District Credentials Committee.
Line Presiding Officer, the Multiple District is composed of 3 districts, District 411A, 411B, and 411C. And each district issued credentials yesterday. I propose that we adopt those credentials issued yesterday for this multiple district convention. Thank you.
It is as brief as that. No big controversies. His question is to the audience that we adopt the credentials. Do we adopt them? Yes. The yeses have it. Thank you.
May I now call upon past District Governor Mustafa Kudrati to present a report on the multiple district nominations and elections.
Thank you, Lion Manish, presiding officer, all those present. Don't you want to know your incoming guys at the multiple? Yeah, good. We start with the treasurer. After the excellent job we just heard, it is none other than JB. Lion JB. Tangare. We've got a new officer in the council, a secretary, and he's none other than the outgoing district governor, Happiness Nkia.
Yeah, he goes, he's
The newly selected council chair for next coming year is going to be PDG Josephat Mutumbi. Vice, sorry, I beg your pardon. Most of you must be knowing who is taking over the council chair. And is none other than your convention chairman, Lion Engineer Dance Naturinda. Let's give them a big round of applause to all of them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mustafa. And those are our leaders and your leaders. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. We are almost at the end of our program. And the next item is for the confirmation for the 22nd and the 23rd Multiple District Convention. I request the Chair please to assist for the confirmation of the venues for the 22nd Convention in 2025 and 23rd Convention 2026 for the multiple. Can I request District Governor-elect Lion Moyes?
Lion Moyes, you have the floor and you can tell us very fast.
Dear fellow Lions, ladies and gentlemen, the next venue for the Lions Multiple District Convention will be in the beautiful city of Nairobi. However, we have had quite a few proposals from our fellow Ugandans to say, please do not keep it in the central business district. And we said, yes, definitely, we will not keep it in the central business district. We will follow your advice, because when you confirmed this convention in Kampala and moved it to Entebbe, that was a very, very wise thing to do. So we will definitely follow your advice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It will be within the bounds of Nairobi, and he whispered to me around breakfast.
Around that.
Around there. And he has said it will be rich, maybe. Thank you very much. PG.
Thank you, Chair. On the same note, as this is rotation, may I request District Governor-elect for 411C, Lion Habil Khanbai, for the confirmation for the 23rd Multiple District Convention 2026.
Thank you. Let's be attentive. Where are we going the year after Nairobi?
My fellow Lions, I know this is a rotation, but District 411C, as the incoming district governor, I would request you to give us more time, because we need to strengthen our membership. And for that reason, I would request if any other district could take it, and therefore we'll be in a position to take the convention back to somewhere in Tanzania.
Russian fever from your eyes. Hey baby, come over here and shut them tight. I'm not denying.
Members, the good news is that we still have 1 year to take a decision on the venue. But as a country, as a district, we would like to hear at least one district saying, 2 years from now, we shall host a multiple convention. As to the venue, it can be discussed as the year progresses. We are giving another chance for 411C to see whether they can take the wording. You know, we changed something by removing two words, and it created a big difference, isn't it? So let's now also get another chance. 411C, you still have the microphone.
Thank you, Chairperson. I think let's give us some time, and probably I'll change the 2 words to "I will agree," but not at this point of time, because I need to go back to Dar es Salaam and look into the possibilities of having the convention. Yeah. Yeah. At least I'll give you the answer in 3 months' time. Definitely.
3 months from now.
Yeah. No, 3 months after my term of office, from July. From July to September, I'll give you an answer of where. Yeah.
You can read the airs that our meeting from 2 years from now will be in Tanzania. They will confirm within 3 months after they have taken office. Thank you very much. Let's proceed.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Governor-elect Abelbai. May I call upon for the final remarks by the convention chief guest, International Director Ahmed Salem.
Lions of multi-district 411. Hanim and I would love to express our deep thanks and appreciation for the wonderful hospitality you gave to us, and all. And you know, when we are excited, we didn't find words to express what is in. But all what I can to say that we love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the convention chief guest, and you know he's very rest assured that the waters will continue flowing. Thank you.
We're almost there. It's now the presentation and address of the elected district governors from the multiple. There's a request, please be up to the point, your address, and each one of us have been allocated 2 minutes precise. And our Lan Pape is our timekeeper, so you know, Please be on to the point. May I request Second Vice District Governor-elect 2024-2025 from 411A, Second Vice District Governor-elect, please come.
Since Ryan Sebi is the timekeeper, I think the chief just has set a standard. You see how he gave his remarks? So 1 minute can do.
Thank you. So,
Ryan Sebi starting from now.
Presiding officer, all the guests, all protocol observed. Saying 2 minutes is like saying Karibu Kwaheri. Thank you. What I want to say is, I thank my Lions Club of Mombasa Pwani for supporting me wholeheartedly. I profusely thank District 411A for having confidence in me and giving me the votes to serve you. In Lionism, it's like marrying a second wife, honestly. That's what I've been told by Lion Murtaza. He told me the honeymoon is over, sasa ni kazi. He says honeymoon is over, now is work. So we are together and we will serve to the utmost abilities we have. Together with the support of District 411A, we will go do wonders. And we have to just follow we have Governor in who will support his efforts. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
just in time, just in time. May I request Second Vice District Governor-elect from our district, multiple district 411B. Please state your name as well.
Fellow Lions, the protocol has already been established. I would like to thank District 411B for trusting me to take up the leadership as the second Vice District Governor for the year 2024-2025. Thank you for the confidence and trust you put in me. I will support the leadership of the district 411B and also support 411A as a multiple district. Thank you so much, and I also would like to thank my club, Lions Club of Kampala Host, for giving me this opportunity to serve at the highest level in our district. I thank you, and thank you so much.
Thank you. May I call upon, because I know his name, Barwani Muslim from 411C. Please let us not observe any protocol because it's been established. Thank you.
Thank you, Lion Manish. Fellow Lions, delegates, everyone here, I would like to thank all who have traveled all the way from Tanzania and to have casted vote in me, like for me, and to have supported in electing me as their second Vice District Governor. Inshallah, by God willing, before I end my term, we will have reached 1.5 mission. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Muslim. On the same note, may I now request a first Vice District Governor-elect, and that is from Kenya, Simon, sorry. He is awake, that's why. Simon, karibu sana.
Thank you. Lions in the house, good afternoon. Are you enjoying yourself? My name's Lion Simon Joroge. I come from my district 411A, And thank you, my district, for giving me a second chance. We did it in Arusha, and now Uganda has spoken, and Tebe has spoken. Thank you. Thank you. I've made very many new friends, and I'm happy to serve my district as the first vice. I want to thank the organizers of this convention. It is a beautiful convention. I believe in doing joint activities, and I know you are going to organize an activity. And when you organize a big activity, please invite me. I'll be here. Love you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that is Simon. Thank you. May I now request my sister Alan from Uganda. She is the first Vice District Governor.
Thank you very much, MC. Good afternoon to you all. 411B. What did I teach you yesterday? 411B? I want to thank you once again for putting your vote of confidence in me and electing me to the position of first Vice District Governor. Thank you all. I want to pledge my support to the leadership of 411B. They've mentored me, and most of all, my club, Kampala Central, have raised me to this platform. I cannot take that for granted, and I will not disappoint. I know our district governor-elect is a very fast runner in this leadership. So, Ryan, Ben, and Katate, just know that even when the shoes are not yet on, we shall run after you and do what you want us to do. So we are here to serve together, to uplift our Lionism and keep growing. Mission 1.5 must be a reality by 2026. Thank you very much. I want to submit. Allow me to invite the first Vice District Governor-elect 411C, Ryan Manish Chavda.
Thank you, my sister Alan. Thank you, Lions, and special Lions from Tanzania, but also from Kenya and Uganda. Uganda is a family to us, and Kenya as well. So thank you, my home country, for bestowing the trust in me. Yes, definitely we have to grow, and we'll follow the footsteps of our predecessors and also our leaders, because our leaders are the ones to lead us, and they're motivating us to, at least, for Tanzania to become a fully fledged district. And I'm foot to foot, shoulder to shoulder, hand to hand with our incoming district governor, Lion Habil, and also with our current district governor, Lion Happiness. So we all say, pamoja tuna weza. So thank you, and God bless you all. At this juncture, may I call upon the multiple district Vice Council Chairperson-elect, past District Governor, Lion Engineer Mutumbi, to please give us a few words. Governors-elect. Oh, sorry. Have a seat. Sorry. See, the governors-elect, Bwana, you're already coming in. So Moise is saying, Bwana, how come you forgot us? My apologies there. Can I request now, governors-elect 411A, Lion Moses, to please say a few words?
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies. First of all, I would like to thank all the Lion members here and the leaders for having such a wonderful convention and attending it, coming from all over the region of the multiple district. My region, which is made up of Kenya, Seychelles, and Ethiopia is carrying the most number of clubs today. I'm saying today because we need to stay ahead, and the way Uganda has been performing, it may not be for too long. Now, all the 6 district governors who have given that speech today and are giving, there's one thing that is very common, and that is that we are ushering in our 3rd international vice president in the form of Dr. Manoj Shah. And when we have a world leader amongst us, there will be an expectation that our district 411 will perform so well in membership, in services, in all activities. And that is a challenge that we all need to take up from today. With that, let's all work together, and we can do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor-elect. You see how Pape is moving around? He says it's like a lion trying to, slowly come upon pouncing. Thank you there. May I request District Governor-elect for 411B to please give his remark.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. For the benefit of those who may not know me, the names are Lion Benon Katate, and I want to thank all the Lions of Uganda very, very, very sincerely, and I want to say Iyalama Noi Noi. I thank you so much for the confidence and support you have put in me, and I want to say that I render selfless service and stewardship to you to take our district to another level. I want to pledge, I understand the sentiments of our senior leaders about Mission 1.5. I want to pledge before everyone here that we will endeavor to give you the largest number of clubs and members before the year 2027. On the sidelines of these meetings and in our previous trainings, we have worked together with the district governors in the region, and we are going to work together on many issues, including youth exchange programs, including trainings for the benefit of our Maripo district. With those few remarks, thank you so much. God bless you. I love you so much.
The trainings are paying off. Chair. May I now request District Governor-elect Lion Habel to give his remark.
Thank you very much, Director of Ceremonies. Before I start, I would request PDG Amaprit to take the phone away from Lion Pape. Fellow Lions, first, my Lions of 411C, thank you very much for your support. For all of you traveling with me from Dar es Salaam to here, to the convention here, and all the other Lions of District 411. I think you must have noticed one thing. We are starting a new trend. Today, all the 3 governors are wearing the same jacket. So this means that 411 is one. Yeah, so let us now focus. 411C has one small error, that the membership is not growing, and we will keep that in mind and make sure that the membership increases. I wish our 3rd Vice President nominee all the best in Melbourne, and we'll all be there to support you. Thank you so much.
Had the same protocol been observed since the start of the time, I think by this time we would have finished our lunches. So, lunch is ready, but our program, it's, we are all going there, but yes, Chair, I know that. I'm just, trying to make them that it's almost done, it's ready there. So once we complete, we'll be soon proceeding for lunch. So now, may I request multiple district vice council chairperson-elect for 2024-2025, past district governor engineer Lion Mutumbi, to please give his remark.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Director of Ceremony. I'd like to start by greeting all of you the way Ugandans do it. Mulumutsia. Mulumutsia. That sounds very close to what we do back home. We say Muriega. Very similar. I feel honored to stand before you here as the Vice Council Chair-elect, and I would like to thank my council members who showed the confidence in me in electing me to this position. At the same time, I would like to thank all of you delegates who are here this afternoon for endorsing that election. I promise to work very hard with my fellow engineer Dans, I'm also an engineer by the way, so that we can push our multiple districts to greater height. And thank you very much, all of you, and God bless you.
And finally, may I call upon Council Chair-elect and our Convention Chair, Landans Naturinda.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Lions. I know I'm standing between yourselves and lunch. The reason we took this up as a challenge is that we realize that unless you take it deliberately as a challenge, Benon Katate prefers to call it an opportunity, you will not achieve it. So while we talk about it, as we go back, let's remember that we need to start thinking differently, doing things differently. That's the only way we shall achieve this mission. I'm happy to have a team of formidable governors, Governor Benon, Governor Moez, and Governor Habil, whom I've been working with on LCIF. This is a formidable team. I'm sure with it, we shall achieve our mission. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan. Don't go away, because we also need you to give us your farewell remarks.
Oh, this convention moved so fast. Today is the peak, and sounds a bit interesting that I'm saying farewell, but that doesn't mean that we are going. But before I say farewell, I want to first of all thank my committee. Give a loud applause for my committee, the Convention Organizing Committee. We had over 90 men and women who had their hands on the deck to make sure that whatever happens today happens. So everything that went well, thanks to the team. Everything that didn't go well, as I said yesterday, I'll take the bullet. Because as a leader, you must do that. But I want to thank all of you who came in big numbers. We registered 615 delegates from 87 clubs. I want to thank my District 411B in particular for actually giving us 410 delegates. And I think if we talk about challenges, that is something we should learn from, and we pick from there. If we can do that for all the districts, I'm sure our conventions will be big. And thank all of you who have participated. We had a beautiful parade. We had a lot of activities. We're enjoying ourselves, but we still have our celebration. So I'll invite you, as I say goodbye, I still invite you for a celebration night. The other night, we received the other lake. Now we shall take you at a combination of the lake and poolside, so that there's a difference. So we shall meet at the lakeside poolside of this hotel for our celebration. So I wish you well as you go back, but let's hope we can have much fun tonight to make this convention a memory one. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's put a big round of applause for Convention Chairman, Landans Naturinda. Okay, now comes the happy part. Most of the clubs in this multiple district participated in the parade, right? So I know you're all eagerly waiting for the results, isn't it? Yay, oh yay. Yes. So, let me call upon PDG JB to give us the results, and let's see who's won the best uniform or the best style or the best dance in this 21st multiple district convention. So let's have all clubs please keep your hopes high. Lion JB.
Lion Presiding Officer, may I ask my fellow panelists to join me? Because this is a very difficult task. If I'm to be hungry, we should be hungry together. And if we have to be appreciated, we should be appreciated together. First of all, I want to thank all the clubs for preparing meticulously to participate in this parade. You are all looking beautiful and handsome. I know you put in a lot of effort. The parade gives us a lot of brand visibility. And now Entebbe is aware that the lions are gathering here. It was a very beautiful parade. And the Prisons Band gave us very nice music. Let's appreciate them. Now, I know we are standing between, we are doing your lunch. I want to go straight to the results. But I want to say, we are all winners by participating. There is no loser. But a few people are singled out because some do more than the others. I will begin with District 411C. The second run-up was Dar es Salaam Muzizima. Where are the trophies? And now we're Council Chair, please give the trophies.
Life is a precious gift, better take it with a smile. But if you don't want it now, I'll understand. I know what I've done, I'm ready to pay the price. If it's the only way to make you satisfied.
As you realize, in Muzima they don't know anything called gender equity, but they also did, they managed to perform well. The first run-up was Dar es Salaam Infinity. These are ladies who are very resilient.
Try again, give me another chance. You're my love, you're my heart, everything that I am.
I don't know how the Tanzanians do it. One club is all male, another club is all female.
I wanna know, baby, I wanna know.
Now,
Tell me more.
the overall winner for District 411C is, you can guess, Arusha City.
Dunia nizamishe ama uniweke niishi peke yangu, kwani ninapomwamini kila binadamu mwishowe ananigeukia. Dunia nizamishe ama uniweke niishi peke yangu, kwani ninapomwamini kila binadamu mwishowe ananigeukia. Nimtazame nani, nimwamini nani? Nani wananigeukia? Vigeugeu, vigeugeu, vigeugeu wananigeukia. Namwamini daktari sana amponye rafiki yangu, anamweka kwenye life support machine, kumbe aliaga ni pesa na kusanya. Mama mzito anamwamini mkunga, mzalishie mtoto baada miezi tisa.
District 411A. We go District 411A. The second run-up is Lions Club of Kajio Central.
but then go wundu. I dey thank God say Baba God no be mana mana. Na so they go open their mouth say she bada bada, but then go wundu. Cause they know see the girl she dey hot like fire fire. Yeah, how they take no, I be the big take no bana bana. Hallelujah, yeah, like God they do, yeah. Hallelujah, yeah. That's so she just scatter the floor, killing the show. Hallelujah, yeah. Now only God they do, yeah. Hallelujah, yeah. I see my baby fire fire, I say she fire fire. Cause today that they need it. Oh yeah, where is my DJ? Make it put them for replay. I see my baby fire fire, I say she fire fire. Cause today that they need it. Oh yeah, where is my DJ? Make it put them for replay.
The first runner-up was Nairobi Karen.
Hearts on the streets and the pavements are burning. I see it around. Trying to smile, but the air is so heavy and dry. Strange voices are saying, what did they say? Things I can't understand. It's too close for comfort. This heat has got right on the
And the overall winner from District 411A was Thika Kirmambongo.
Lusa mwana mama, landanzi lawe, upasilanda difuche, meuki boka manyogie. Bambatile mwana fura, motulutile ufuri kulenga. Bambatile mwana fura, motulutile ufuri kulenga. Lusa mwana mama, landanzi lawe, upasilanda difuche, meuki boka manyogie.
Now we go to District 411B. District 411B. Here was points for choice, but we are to do the job that was given to us. And the second runner-up was Lions Club of Kasanga to Greta.
na wewe watoto wanane, sasa waniacha umesema umechoka na mimi masikini.
I can see the guiding lion has
Sasa
joined them.
wanitupa, niende wapi na nifanye
The branding
nini?
was by the
Watoto
guiding
wanalala
lion.
huko nyumbani, lakini hizo mambo ni za duniani. Umeweka raha mbele, wewe unioni njoki.
The first runner-up, DJ, the first runner-up was Ibanda Centennial.
Woman, I've never seen you look like this before, baby girl. This is your night and enjoy it. Hear this. Wanna make her look along the line. Wanna make her look along the line. Paint she appreciate, she look like a star. Wanna make her look along the line.
The overall winner was the Lions Club of Kampala hosts.
I wish ingekwaga na mavumba mkwanja manoti ni kuonge vya thamani, ama niwe fundi wa kuigiza kakanumba masanja joti usiwe mbali nami. Maitalia ni julavo uwe nami, haki ya Mungu nakupenda. Nobody can show you love, usiwamini ukishawapa wanakwenda. O basi jilegeze nikubebe mgongoni, nikanikudekeze nikutunze kama mboni, wakija wapoteze ifanye kama uwaoni, kisha uniongeze ulivyofunzwa unyagoni. Oh baby, asadasi nikone wabamijo ululu femi. Oh baby, asacheza nipone wabamijo basi cheza na mimi. Moyo wangu mwarobaini mchungu ukiuziwa same mara 70 huo mzungu sajaliwa kependa chunga majini.
This will be my last announcement. The overall winner for the Marsabit district. The overall winner for the Marsabit district was the Lions Club of Kampala Central.
This is for you, Jesus. Just wonder on the beat. Let's go. From the moment Jewanonda ompa debirunjera ontwala walunjate. From the moment jena kwekwa tanti ebyangere byakyuka kati ndi mwana wa mwami. Onkolete birungi nayimba, onkolete birungi natema, onkolete birungi nakutendanga, onkolete birungi ebitagambika. I will praise you all my life. Dance for Jesus. 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 Jesus for yes. Jesus for yes. Jesus. Jesus. Jesus for yes. follow me. Your goodness and mercy too. They will follow me all of my days. When I'm bankole David unjina, bankole David unjina chandanga baningeo. Kubango bankole David unje bitagamika. Yeminyonyo lentia. Dance for Jesus. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers for yes. Dance for yes. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers for yes. Dance for Jesus. Cheers. Dance for yes. Cheers. Cheers for yes. Dance for Jesus. Cheers. Cheers.
Thank you, DJ Asante Sana. And may I now, okay, before that, before I call a multiple council chairperson, may I call upon Dance to please listen to this very carefully. It's an important announcement.
Lions who are moving out, please listen to this. Please listen to this. It's important. We are serving our lunch in 3 restaurants: Victoria Restaurant, Fine Dining Restaurant, and Banquet Hall. Banquet Hall is for only MJFs. So MJFs go to Banquet Hall. Now, this is what I want you to take note of. The coupon you have for lunch, you are going to exchange it for a coupon with the hotel logo. Take note of that. So if you already have a hotel coupon, you'll be asked for the conversion coupon. If you only have the conversion coupon, you'll give it in and they exchange it with the hotel coupon. That's a major change we've made to manage better. Please help us to comply. Our dinner or banquet gala dinner is going to be at the lakeside. But remember, in the afternoon, we have our last JT session where we shall listen to our leaders on what we are planning to do to achieve the mission. Thank you.
Thank you, Dance, for that. And even before we give the mic to, okay, I'll call upon our multiple council chair to give his remarks. And after that, I'll call upon PDG Sajan for some announcements to be done. And at the same time, Lion Nancy is also some good information about the peace poster kits for clubs. And you can collect them for those clubs that had applied for, yeah? So you can collect them from Lion Nancy, the peace poster kits. Lions, may I please request you to be seated? May I please humbly request you all to please be seated. We are not yet completed our formal part.
Position as the MCC. I'm truly thankful, and I would also like to thank my Lion Council members bearing with me during my temporary absence from my duties. And I also thank my vice MCC, Jens Rwanda, for being there for me. Thank you very much.
I would also like to thank my secretary, Mustansir, for doing an excellent job for the multiple council, Mustansir Sante Sana. I got carried away. Murije. Murije. Oh, okay. Now, I would like to also thank my treasurer, John Bosco, for doing an excellent job for the treasurer. Thank you very much. It has been a lovely convention. Sincerely, let me tell you something, Dance, you and your committee has done a wonderful job. Everybody has enjoyed every minute of it. It's not easy to handle 610 people. It's very difficult. It is also very difficult to cater for people who are vegetarian, who are non-vegetarian, with different aspects of meals. But I think the Lions were fantastic. They were very good, and everything went very well. We want to support our third vice to the international position. I must thank our chief guest, our campaign chairman, for our esteemed third vice president's post, Lion Dr. Ahmed Salam. Thank you very much for taking on this lead. We sincerely thank you. We wish you a safe return to your home. And please, we are going to put some water tonight in the River Nile. I'm sure by 4 months' time it'll be there. Finally, I would like to thank every delegate who have come from far, near, and away. A safe return to your native lands or your return to your homes. Please drive slow. Night is young tonight. Drinks are free, but party is yours and body is yours. Right, Robert? Done. So with that, I very humbly and officially close this 21st multiple. Okay, I very well. If that's the case, I adjourn this session. It's okay.
Thank you. Shazan. We have a very wonderful activity which you are going to witness it just now. We've got some donation been made by, I've been told by the second Vice District Governor-elect from 411A. So please do not go, let us hear what he has to say. And meantime, we listen to what our Governor Shazan has to say.
Thank you, MC. I don't know if MC means Master of Ceremonies or Manish Chawda. But nevertheless, fellow Lions, I know we are pressed with time, but we have a very exciting session after lunch. We request you all to please have your lunch quickly. Come back to this hall. We have an exciting GAT session. We're going to have a quiz. We're going to have a panel discussion. We have some of our leaders that will be here to answer some of your questions and give us their strategy and vision for the Mission 1.5 program. We'll also have an opportunity to hear our endorsed candidate speak about the various preparations and what is going to happen in Melbourne. So please, we promise that we won't take a lot of your time after lunch, but we will be to the point, and please do attend this session. Please also ask your members who are out already to attend the afternoon session after lunch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shazan. May I request
So he says, what can I do for Lions? I said, look, we are going to Uganda. I will talk to our people there and see how you can help. He says, I have 150 wheelchairs already in Kampala in a warehouse. Can I donate them to the district, Uganda Lions district? So he gave me his point people's number, but his point people, Mr. Jasani Hirji, is the chairman of the Patel community, and Mr. Manish Warsani, I think they are the leaders of the Patel community. He told me you approach them, he called them and said, listen, I'm pledging 150 wheelchairs to Lions District, Uganda. You better do the needful. So what happened? There was a communication breakdown, and they are sending 6 wheelchairs today. Within an hour, they'll be here. And a Lion member from Entebbe Lions Club has found 6 needy recipients for those particular wheelchairs. And we request if those can be presented. Thereafter, I've given the contacts of this point man of Mr. Asubai in Kampala. They will arrange through the district with the clubs to give the recipients as they go along. What he wants is just a photograph that the wheelchairs have received the correct people. Asante sana.
Lions, please give them a big round of applause. 150 wheelchairs. It's a something. Yeah. So thank you once again. And I think we are breaking for lunch. And after lunch, we've got a good program going on. So I request it's done. Thank you. Let's see you after lunch, guys. Thank you, Sandin Sana.
Aye, aye, yodi, yodi, aye, Chineke me.